Page 201. This is the harmonization study at the top of the page. I'm redoing this lesson because I got all confused, and I do that a lot too. Well, let's see if we can do a better job here. We're going to play the chords that are provided above the staff and make up an accompaniment to the melody. And they give us a pattern for us, so it should be pretty straightforward. 4 flats. Okay, but it's ending on a D flat. You're thinking, wait a minute, what's going on? Remember we're going from tonic to subdominant, tonic, subdominant, and it's not the whole piece, but it modulates, the chord sequence goes into it from tonic to subdominant. Yeah, they've done that for you, you don't have to worry about it. And it's through 3/8 time. So first let's get the melody. 1, 2, 3. We're in a nice 5-finger position, except the 4th finger sometimes plays a G and sometimes it plays a G flat. Otherwise, you're in a, okay, that helps a little bit, especially when it comes to transposing. Now the chords, let's make sure we know what the chords are. Start with an A flat chord, and I don't know where to play it exactly. Since the melody's in here, I'll come down here. An A flat chord in root position, and then we have an E flat chord with a G on the bottom. Well, that's just a normal 5/7 chord. It's an E flat, and a 7 is here. We put the G on the bottom, we get this. Generally, we leave out that, and that's what that is. 1, 5, 7, 1. That's all it is. And then for the 4th measure, it's an A flat 7. Well, we're already on the A flat. All we do is add the 7th. That's all. And you have a G flat in the melody. That comes in handy. And then an A flat with a C on the bottom. A flat is here, put the C on the bottom. And then a D flat. And sort of understand this chord. This is a 1, 5, 7, 1. And this is a 5/7 of 4. It's a secondary dominant. The 5/7 of 4 is the same notes as a 1/7. It's kind of an easy chord to remember because in A flat major, the 4 chord is here, it's a D flat. And if I want the dominant 7th of that, I got to go here, and I want a major triad and a minor 7th. Well, that is a 1/7 chord. It's the same thing. So all I'm doing is going from 3rd measure, I'm just adding an F sharp, and I've got the secondary dominant. And that leads into the 4 chord. Well, they want it here, root position. And then the A flat 7, which would be like a 5/7 of it. Does that ring a bell? A flat 7, that's the dominant 7th chord, like a 1/7. Okay. Then I just add the pattern. And in the 4th measure here, since the right hand's playing the F sharp, I left it out on the left hand. I mean, harmony, you kind of got to consider both hands. So I didn't play it in the left hand. I didn't see any point. So I just played a regular with that and added that in the right hand. That makes it the full 7th chord. Something like so. Then they want you to transpose this to D flat major. We're in A flat major. D flat major is here. D flat major has 5 flats. Just the F and the C are the only white keys. Okay, so we're adding flat. Well, you're in this position, so just come up here, an A flat major here. So go to D flat major with D flat as the top, and here. Now we're in this position. So these are the notes we're going to use, except the 4th finger, sometimes we're going to have to do a C flat. So get the melody. And once I find the first note, which is that one, I can use the intervals in the music. I just down a step, up a step, down a third, up a third, whatever. The 2nd. C flat, third. Now it's up a third, up a fourth, fifth. And that gives me the melody. And then for the chords, well, all the chords got it changed by a fifth. So instead of an A flat, it's a D flat. If you wrote in the Roman numerals, the chord numbers here, you can just follow the numbers. Because it starts with a 1 chord, and then a 5/7, 1. And you remember the 5/7 of the 4, well, it's the same as a 1/7. So I just take a 1 chord and add a minor 7 to it. And this would be a C flat. And that goes to the 4 chord, which is the G flat. And then back to the 5/7 of 4 again. We did that already, but they want rather than the C, they want the F on the bottom. So it's here. And then the 4 chord. We kind of get them. Does it work? I don't know. We're here, D flat. Add that. 4. Then they want the first inversion of this, so it's, and then 4 chord. So that sort of worked, I guess. And again, because I have the C flat here, I'm leaving it out here. I don't need it in both. And the 4 chord here, C is an F. Something like that. It's pretty rough, but you get the idea. I find it easier on that one if I just take the numbers. I just write in the numbers to them. But you can always change the letters. Just go down a fifth. Instead of an A, it's a D flat. Instead of an E flat, it's an A flat. And instead of a G on the bottom, it would be a C on the bottom. You take every letter down a perfect fifth, and you can get to it that way too. Good luck doing that.